Will this be the movie that scares the living shit out of me? Let me talk about it. Welcome, guys, to Think About It Reviews, where we're talking The Boy. And I'm talking about the 2016 horror flick that is directed by William Brent Bell. Stars my girl Maggie from The Walking Dead, Lauren Cohan. I believe I said that name right, her last name right at least. And Rupert Evans is starring in this as well. So what The Boy is about is basically Maggie. I'm going to call her Maggie. Or she plays a woman named Greta. Greta comes, or Greta, whatever you want to call her. I'm just going to call her Maggie because that's exactly what I saw in this movie was Maggie. Now, this is a spoiler review because I'm going to get to that in a minute. All right? Just hold on. So basically, a young woman from Montana escapes an abusive relationship with an ex-boyfriend, Cole, who's played by Robinson, by getting a temporary job as a nanny for the British Hillshire family. Upon arrival to the house, Greta is introduced herself to Mr. and Mrs. Hillshire. Before meeting the elderly couple's young son, Brahms. And Brahms is basically a doll. Their son died in a fire. To keep his they feel like this doll is a living embodiment of their son. The doll looks 8 years old around that time where Brahms got caught in a fire, this and that. So, spoiler, a little bit of spoiler right there in the beginning, but who gives a rat's ass? Who gives a shit? I don't give a shit. You shouldn't give a shit. So I went into this movie hoping that, hey, dolls scared the living shit out of me. Back in the day, I used to sleep with my, going over to my grandma Two's house. I was like a little kid. She used to put me in this room, says, "Good night, sweetheart." And all around is these fucking dolls. So dolls creep me out. They creep me out. The trailer didn't creep me out so much, but it's a creepy looking doll. All right. It's a creepy looking doll. And it reminded me of that one I think the doll's name Rupert, a true story about Rupert and how it's possessed. And sometimes you could hear it walking at night, this and that, that urban legend and shit. Going into this film, I was like, my girl Maggie's going on that big screen, when I was watching this film, I was like, okay, you're still Maggie to me. You're still Maggie, but you look a little different. Your acting's not too bad. You're actually doing a pretty good job in the film. Oh my God. This is a spoiler review, man, because who gives a shit? There is nothing to spoil in this film. I just saw The Forest, and I said that was pretty damn slow and boring. And honestly, it was kind of shitty. It definitely wasn't worth the ticket admission. But honestly, I'll go watch The Forest one more time than ever watch this piece of shit right here. This shit is just so boring. So boring from beginning to end. There is nothing going on. There is even the jump scares are just so lackluster and lazy. This movie bored the shit out of me. I went into this movie, took my mom, took my grandma, because they wanted to go watch this. I was like, okay, I work at the movie theaters. I can get one of you in for free. Let's go to the movie theaters. My mom got some mozzarella sticks. I didn't want any popcorn because I'm like, I don't need popcorn. I don't eat popcorn when I'm watching a movie too often. Not nowadays because I'm trying to lose weight and shit. So I'm like sitting in the movie theater. Plus, I didn't want to waste money. Okay, I didn't want to waste money. So I'm sitting in the theater, and I'm like, okay, 45 minutes goes into it. It's slow. It's building up. Okay, we're meeting the doll. We're meeting a lot of things are going on. Bumping the night. Like, oh shit, is the doll alive? Yeah. We get 55 minutes into the movie. All right, nothing's really going, picking up, little jump scares here and there. Wasn't even scary at all. Hour goes into it, hour and a half. I'm like, when the fuck is things going to happen? There is nothing happening. Nothing. I got my ass up, looked at my mom, said, I'll be back. Went to the concession stand, paid $9 whatever for a large popcorn because I know everybody else is going to want popcorn. They're going to want to bring that shit home. Brought it to them, and I said, I was so bored. You know what? I'm bored hungry. You know how you get when you're bored and you're just going to eat? That's how bored I was in this film. This film was so boring. Was it well directed? Sure, except that last ending when we find out that the doll is actually, it's not coming alive because Greta's abusive ex-boyfriend, Cole, smashes the doll to pieces at the end. But it's actually Brahms, who is an older motherfucker was actually in that house the whole time, just older, creep, like disfigured because of the fire. We find out that he pretty much killed this little girl. The family was kind of hiding him. It's stupid. It's stupid, 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 stupid. Oh my god, I was so bored. But there's one particular scene when Brahms, older Brahms, is chasing after Greta and chasing after the guy he befriends. What the hell's his name? What the fuck is his name? I can't even remember. Malcolm. It's Greta and Malcolm, and they're getting chased by older Brahms and Brahms, whatever the fuck his name is. And the camera is so just the editing and the camera and the cinematography, like you can't see what the fuck is going on. You don't know what the hell's going on. Oh my god. That was the only exciting part, when we find out that the doll wasn't actually coming alive. It was actually older Brahms, and he was within the walls. He was watching Greta changing and all that shit. Like he was a creep. He was a creep, basically. That was the only exciting and action-packed part, or anything that really had you mildly entertained. This movie, what do you want me to say about it? It was boring. It is not scary. There is no way anybody could really get scared of this film. The jump scares are so lazy. And when I say they're lazy, I'm talking about when Greta first comes into the fucking household, going and touching everybody's stuff that she's not supposed to, gets scared by Malcolm. She goes, oh my god. And like, he just says, hey, that's it. That's your jump scare. Hey, what you doing? How you doing there? I'm Malcolm. Hey, baby. You Maggie, right? I love you. Like, that's your jump scare. Laziness is what I'm talking about, is when it was all a dream. 2 times they used that. 2 times they used where it was all a dream, where she goes up to the painting and the painting has a hand that comes out of it and grabs her by the neck. It wasn't even scary. There was no really great build-up or intensity to that scene. All the build-up was so lazily done. The only thing they wanted to do to creep you out was the cinematography, how the doll was sitting. If the doll looked to the left, to the right, if it was just looking straight at you. Like, it was just stupid. It was stupid. And just the whole thing about the doll not even being possessed, and actually older Brahms was within the walls and just creeping out Maggie, and actually was just... That was it. It was just... There was nothing paranormal about this film at all, which it could have worked. But when you give me like an hour and 45 minutes of nothing, the ending was unsatisfactory. This film pissed me off. I am so pissed because I had to sit through this shit, and I had to pay $9 for a damn popcorn because I was bored, hungry. It's my fault for going to go pay for the popcorn, but what else do you want me to do? There was nothing here. Nothing. The acting, not too bad. The direction, not too bad. The cinematography actually looks pretty good in some cases, but the editing, slow motions where they didn't need slow motion. A lot of just the director. Fuck the director. It's his job to make scenes intense, to make them suspenseful, to build up the actual scare, and he does not do that. He fails to do that. He just relies on the cinematography and relies on how the lighting is, how is it hitting the doll, and he lingers on a lot of damn shots, which doesn't pay off at all. What is there to spoil? That the doll wasn't possessed, that it was older Brahms the whole time? Not a big deal. This movie is not even a good movie made for TV. This movie was just boring as shit. Honestly, it shouldn't have been made if they weren't going to even like attempt to really bring out the creepiness factor, or at least go that route and really build up that route that Brahms was actually there the whole time, instead of tricking us thinking that this is a paranormal type movie. It was dumb. I didn't like it. You can hear that I didn't like it. I don't recommend it anybody to watch it. I've been hearing that a lot of people did enjoy this film. All right, okay, fine. You enjoyed it? That's fine. I did not. I thought it was boring. I thought it was boring as shit. I don't think anybody would. I think a lot of people would say that this was a dumb movie as well. I think The Forest was actually better than this film. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? So that's what it is. I don't recommend it. What can I say? So thank you guys for listening. I know you're gonna go watch it. That's why it's called Think About It Reviews, and it's just my opinion. And I always want to hear your opinion. So I just say think about my opinions and stuff. Think about what I have to say. But I know you guys are gonna go watch it. Go ahead. Cheers to you. There you go. But like the video if you like it. Comment below. Want to hear your guys' thoughts. Have you seen this shitty movie? And if you liked it, you liked it. It is what it is. So. Like I always say, grab a tick, grab a seat, make sure you got some good popcorn to eat. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys later. See you at the cinema. Kung Fu Panda 3, baby. I'm done with horror movies. Horror movies are not doing anything for me this year. Fuck you.